The Change Officer Podcast's Future of Financial Services series is brought to you by Holy Wallet, the world's first wallet-as-a-service platform. Stay tuned to find out how Holy Wallet can help you build your mobile wallet to increase revenue and reduce time to market.
We remember the story of the omni-channel, but at the end, we were missing the enabler for doing this omni-channel experience, and the enabler is this new fintech wallet services. I think it's a long journey because you need to also upskill your customer. They were not so familiar with this just 1 year back. Customers say, what is a wallet? What can I do with this wallet? Each time you are thinking on the new feature, you are thinking on what is the customer pain point? What I'm trying to just solve. And slowly, the customer are getting that it's a real alternative of your physical wallet, and it might be used everywhere.
Welcome to the Change Officer Podcast's Future of Financial Services series. In this series, we are deep diving into some of the hottest and most pivotal topics in the financial services industry right now, including personalization in financial services, embedded finance, and the mobile payment revolution. Join us as we seek the answers to critical questions such as what does the future hold for the financial services sector and where should we look for the next big disruptive idea. This week on the Future of Financial Services, we are exploring how fast-growing mobile penetration, notoriously high numbers of unbanked and underbanked, and rapid developments in the fintech space create massive new opportunities in the retail sector. Our changemaker for this episode is Pierre-Marie Desbazeille, the Chief Operating Officer of Al-Futtaim Group, one of the largest retail groups in the MENA region. Pierre-Marie shared the shifts in customer behavior he has witnessed over the last 2 to 3 years, how increasing smartphone penetration is opening up opportunities for those without access to conventional banking, and his valuable learnings from launching a digital wallet for Al-Futtaim Group. And not only that, but also what kind of opportunities this creates for the future. Enjoy. Welcome to the Change Officer, Pierre-Marie.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for taking the time. I know it's not an easy task to lead customer experience and operation for one of the largest retail groups in the region. So I appreciate every minute that you spend with me here.
Oh, it's my pleasure. My pleasure.
All right. So this is going to be a rapid fire conversation. We have 15 minutes. So I would like to start from the topic of shift in consumer behavior. Obviously, it comes without saying that pandemic shaped or reshaped the retail landscape in a big way, and the way how people shop may never be the same again. So, what has been your experience, and what kind of shifts in customer behavior have you experienced and saw over the previous 2 to 3 years?
I think the 2 last years have been, in a way, an accelerator of these trends. It's not so much shift or disrupting, it's just an accelerator, and everything now is running even more faster. So the consumer behavior, I say our behavior, because we are all customer obviously, is changing on I want everything. That was already the case for now. And I say now, it's not a question of day. And if you just think about it, on the retail, it's crazy. Now we are in 2 hours delivery, and even 2 hours just said, look, maybe they can do better. Just look at 10 years back, it was 1 week. All right. And now it's unbelievable. No one will wait 1 week. Anyway, and the interesting piece is just this financial way of dealing as following this trend, and maybe they have been ahead of this trend, but they are building this trend the same way, because what they are doing is just launching products that are really focused on this new customer behavior. I want everything, but I want to go fast. And I want to go fast and I want to go seamless. And that's, for me, one of the major really new trend. And it's also not only the happy few people, it's everyone, every customer. And there is no more any age or these categories. It's no, for everyone. And the beauty of this is just they can address all the potential of the customer, not only the, for example, credit card people who are really very, very, I would say, narrow target. So, yeah.
So in the market where we have 69% by some research, 69% of mobile penetration, and we have around 80%, expected to be 80% of mobile smartphone penetration in the MENA region and 91% or even 97% in GCC. These customer behavior acceleration and changes, plus the huge population of unbanked and underbanked, so people without access to usual banking products. What kind of opportunities does this create?
So when I just look in my some years back again, we were still fighting for this mobile or desktop trend or whatever. Now everything is built for mobile, and I will say more. Everything is native app, so you don't think on anything else, and for all the population. And what is really creating kind of opportunity is just, okay, now I know that my customer is using a mobile, using an app, and they can potentially use a wallet. So for me, the combination between this population that don't have really any account, the way in which we can address them is probably on starting to have wallet in which they can use it across multiple channel, and they can also fund across multiple way. Not only on, you don't need to have a bank account. You can potentially go put your buy kind of gift card if you can, and really fill your wallet with that. Once you get your wallet, you can do whatever you want. You can go for a shopping experience online, offline now. So in a certain way, it's moving these. You remember the story of the omni-channel, but at the end, we were missing the enabler for doing this omni-channel experience. And the enabler is this new fintech wallet services for me.
It's very interesting how on the back of technology advancement, this is possible now. That the retail group launch a wallet. What's going on the back side of the wallet? How do you enable a wallet as a retail group if you're obviously not a bank? Because a natural way of thinking would be, you're not a bank, how can you give me a wallet, right?
So because we use basically some provider for doing that, these buy now pay later solution and all these non-banking solution, they address two market, their own market, and they provide services for the retailer or for all the company. I mean, just all the sector they can use, and so you can use it like white label, and you can add your brand DNA and make it like yours completely. And you can fine tune which feature you want to launch. It's very interesting because it's scalable. You can start with your what we call closed wallet, and you can move on an open wallet potentially. So enable you can open it to all the retailer, not only your group, for the future.
No, absolutely. With Al-Futtaim, you launched Blue Rewards app in 2020 as your sort of take on capturing the opportunities that this whole shift and acceleration happened, opened up. And in 2021, you launched your own wallet.
Yeah.
So that's a massive undertake for a group of Al-Futtaim size. What have been your learning so far about customers, their reaction, and in general about the process of rolling out such a solution out there?
Yeah. So it's very interesting because we start with something quite easy to understand for any customer: 1% cashback across all the retail around. Easy. you get 1%, and we at this moment the wallet was just the cashback, And 1 year back, we decided to say, okay, well, fine, we have this cashback. What will happen if we open this cashback in a wallet in which you can redeem everywhere? Not only direct to direct. Not only from store to store. Just you can keep your wallet, keep this money, and spend it across all the group, not only on this cashback. So I think it's a long journey because you need to also upskill your customer. They were not so familiar with this just 1 year back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you believe it, all the competitor, everyone is opening a wallet, but it's very, very recent. It's just no more than 2 years back. And like customers say, what is a wallet? You understand what a wallet, obviously, but what can I do with this wallet? So what we did was just start to open some new feature like a gift card. Now you can top up your gift card. You can, and slowly the customer are getting that it's a real alternative of your physical wallet, and it might be used everywhere. Potentially, the next step will be to go for an open loop wallet and move on this space. That will be coming very soon.
When you say open loop wallets, what does that mean?
That means that you can use this cashback not only in Al-Futtaim group, even if it's a wider group, but you can use it potentially with some other partnership.
Wow, that's a complete change maker.
Complete change. But we need to learn. We need to really explain to the customer the purpose of doing that.
No, absolutely. This episode of the Change Officer podcast, Future of Financial Services series, is brought to you by Holy Wallet. Within the next 2 years, 4 billion people will be using digital wallets, and the global mobile payments market size is expected to hit $5.5 billion by 2024. Enter Holy Wallet, a B2B2C white label digital wallet solution. It's the world's first wallet-as-a-service platform that combines adaptability, rapid scalability, and optimized user experience, allowing anyone to build their own digital wallet. Their human-centric approach to design and usability allows you to provide your customers with the value and user experience they expect from a functional digital wallet. Holy Wallet helps companies reach their customers to increase engagement and enhance revenues with their white label digital wallet. Whether you're a fintech, retailer, banking institution, or insurance carrier, Holy Wallet has all the elements you need to build your ideal digital wallet in a matter of minutes and manage it on an ongoing basis. To find out more or register for a demo, visit holywallet.com. The link can be found in the show notes of this episode. Enjoy. And for rolling out such a solution, I assume there are multiple ways and approaches how you could do that. You could partner with fintechs. You could go down the path of possibly building something on your own, correct?
Yes, you can. I will make it clear.
How did you go around that and make a decision?
When you think about it, you are hesitating. Exactly what you say. Just, the tech we can do that in house, or we can use. But my point of view, we are fortunately not a tech company. And being a retailer, you need to never lose what really you want. What we want to do is just focusing on the customer journey and how we can enhance it. It's not to build a tech solution. So we decided to move with third party and to really skin it like we want, but just using one of these fintech company. Not only one, by the way. And not only,
Is it required to have multiple
yes, because
partners?
You have many features and you have many functionalities, so you need to have the best of the breed. So take the best of each of this feature. And the challenge for us is just to aggregate that in a consistent wallet or fintech space. That's the challenge for us.
Very interesting. When you rolled it out to customers, what was the sort of the adoption rate and how difficult it is so far? It's been only a year, so there must have been a lot of learnings. But how difficult it is to get the adoption rates higher and get the penetration of that wallet and actually the usage of the wallet?
Yeah, thanks for asking that. It's a good question, and that's our main focus. It's not only to launch; it's just to engage with the customer. So, and you can see the trend is always the same. It's a ghost curve. So you go and go up, and slowly you go down, because if you don't really promote this and explain to the customer, and it's a never-ending journey. We need to re-explain, and in the same time, we need to enhance our solution and give to the customer more possibility, and just say, okay, fine, now you can potentially go in crypto tomorrow. Why not? All these things, it's part of our product roadmap. And our product roadmap is what we try to do is just always to fit that with the customer needs. So we have a process of having survey, just being sure that, and we also have NPS, Net Promoter Score, to be sure that they understand why we are doing that, and they give us their feedback. That's the most important thing. But honestly, some feature in this wallet, we stopped to do that because we haven't seen any really usage, so it doesn't make sense. And in some of them, we have been just okay, fine, this one.
So it's sort of a startup approach, trial and error all the time.
Yeah, I think that it's no longer a startup approach. It should be for everyone. We don't have more choice, unfortunately.
So if out of all kind of the value drivers and engagement drivers for customers, if you could point out one that surface up as the number one kind of engagement driver, or the value that customers are looking for when engaging with a product of this kind, what would that be?
Easy to use.
Easy to use?
Clearly. If I remember, we had this conversation 5 minutes back. We don't want to have any pain point.
Absolutely.
That's clearly each time you are thinking on the new feature, you are thinking on what is the customer pain point? What I'm trying to just solve. What is my point? And you have so many what I call micro customer pain point. That means you have so many micro customer journey. Don't try to solve everything in one. It will never happen. It's just you just take the customer journey and say, oh, this one, we can do something for this one.
Absolutely. All right, we are getting near the end of our show. So before I let you go, I have one more question. We're slightly shifting gears now, and this is going to be my last one. Being on the side of a big retailer and having a lot of experience with customers and understanding the whole customer journey, if you were to launch a new fintech startup, all right, what problem would you try to solve, or what area would you tap into, obviously hoping to maximize the chances of a major win? What do you think is that area that requires a solution not existing at the moment?
Not existing, I don't know, because I don't pretend that to know everything.
All right.
But just one thing that is still really the major pain point for our customer, they need to pay. If you think about it, in store or online, we have always this moment of truth. They need to pay. In the future,
nobody likes to pay.
Nobody likes to pay. You can do whatever. The BNPL is working very well because in a certain way, it's covering that. You see what I mean? It's just, you can do that and you don't get the feeling that you are paying. But the future is just, you really don't need to pay anymore, because this action of tapping or whatever, it's always a small stress. It's a micro pain point. Just think about it. For everyone, even if you have money in your account, doesn't matter. You don't know, because, maybe they will have technical issues, something will go wrong, and you have always the shame of it has been declined for some reason. Absolutely. And that's the worst thing that can happen to your customer. So if I would really, my dream is just to set up something in which you don't need to pay anymore.
Beautiful. We're going to leave it at this. Pierre-Marie, thank you for taking the time.
Look, my pleasure.
Guys, thank you for staying until the end. Stay tuned. There is another awesome session coming up soon.